I spent a number of years homeless, but I didn't waste my time. I spent a lot of time at libraries studying. I didn't play video games much. Mostly I studied. I studied a wide range of subjects. I studied at private Islamic libraries. I studied at university libraries that were open to the public, and I studied at public libraries. I paid attention to my surroundings, and I learned how to survive despite the many obstacles that were there. One of the interesting obstacles was how difficult it was to find a decent toilet and go to bathroom in a respectful and responsible way. You would think that the public and the public managers would be encouraging of the homeless to go ahead and use a sanitary toilet instead of pooping and peeing in random places throughout the city. But no, you'd think by their behavior that they prefer that every alley, doorway, and parking structure stairway was the proper place to leave an unsanitary and disease-attracting, spreading kind of issue. I got kind of frustrated with this and getting turned down at every public building or driven out, or having security guards or other people come up and behave in very strange ways when they're sworn to follow a set of rules that if you understand those rules, you should be able to navigate your way through and not be a problem for anybody. Boy, was I naive. But I did figure out one interesting way to deal with it. I started going directly to the police stations, going right up to the window, to the ladies there, and saying, "Where do you recommend I defecate?" Now let's think about this in terms of the mentality of the person behind a thick panel of bulletproof glass who's absolutely terrified of everything. That's why they take those jobs, so they can be behind the bulletproof glass and protected by a whole bunch of guys with bulletproof armor and guns. And they don't go out much. And they're afraid of liability. So when you put it in their lap and say, "Where do you recommend I defecate?" Defecate is a technical word. It's a very technical word. It means you can't be accused of saying a bad word. And when I'm asking their recommendation, I'm putting them in charge, and therefore they're responsible. The liability in their mind falls on them. That's the only time I got them to say, "Go ahead and use the bathroom. It's okay." And in most police stations, they had to buzz me in. They had an electronic lock on the bathroom so they could push it from behind the bulletproof glass. Now, isn't that interesting? So to all the nice folks out there that are struggling with homelessness, I recommend you just go right up and ask them, "Where do you recommend I defecate and urinate?" Thank you, and God bless.